Did you, your kids, or your employees use Canvas for school this year? A major cyber attack against Instructure, the company behind Canvas, has potentially exposed data for millions of students and staff across nearly 9,000 schools and universities worldwide, including right here in North Carolina. Today I'm going to break down what happened, what data was stolen, what it really means for your family or your business in the greater Fayetteville area, and the exact steps you should take before the scammers show up in your inbox. Welcome to Chico Tech, and this channel is all about practical cyber defense for real people. If you find this helpful, hit subscribe and follow me at youtube.com/ChicoTech for up-to-date cyber defense alerts. Let's start with the basics. Instructure, the company that runs the Canvas learning management system, confirmed a cybersecurity incident in early May 2026 after a well-known cybercrime group called Shiny Hunters claimed responsibility. This attack targeted Instructure's cloud environment, not just one school. According to multiple reports, the attackers say they accessed data tied to hundreds of millions of users across around 9,000 schools, districts, colleges, and education providers worldwide. News coverage from ABC, TechCrunch, and others shows this includes K-12 districts, universities, and TAFEs in places like Australia, and institutions across the U.S., including schools in North Carolina. NC outlets have reported that Canvas notified the Department of Public Instruction and multiple districts, including Wake County and universities like Duke, that their data may have been part of this breach. So what did they actually get? At this point, Instructure says there is no evidence that passwords, dates of birth, social security numbers, or financial account data were part of the breach. But just because your bank account number isn't in there doesn't mean this is harmless. Think about what an attacker can do with names, school affiliations, and email addresses. Craft extremely believable phishing emails about assignments, grades, or tuition. Impersonate school staff to ask for updated payment details from vendors and partners. Use message content to gain context and build trust before asking for money or sensitive info. On top of that, the Shiny Hunters group is threatening a pay or leak scenario. Basically, extortion, pay us, or we dump this data publicly. Here in North Carolina, Canvas is used statewide in K-12 as well as by multiple universities and community colleges. Local reporting says Wake County Public Schools, Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools, and universities like Duke have already confirmed they were notified by Canvas about the incident. If you're in the greater Fayetteville area, maybe you're a small business owner, a parent, or a student, there are a few key risks. Targeted phishing to school emails that look completely legitimate. Business email compromise attempts aimed at companies that work with schools or youth programs. Reputation risk if your organization mishandles communications about the breach or ignores it. The big takeaway, even if you never paid Canvas a dime, your relationship data, who you are, where you learn or work, who you message, has value to attackers. Let's get practical. Here are concrete steps you can take today. If you get an email or text about Canvas, assignments, grades, or account security, don't click links inside the message. Instead, open your browser, go directly to your school's official site, and log into Canvas from there. Instructure says passwords were not part of the breach, but many people reuse their Canvas password on email, banking, or social media. If that's you or your kids, change those other passwords immediately and turn on multi-factor authentication. If you work with schools, tutoring, youth programs, vendors, or sponsorships, expect invoice scams. Verify any change in payment details via a known phone number. Train staff to slow down and question urgent or confidential requests related to schools or students. Have a short conversation at home. Explain that some Canvas messages may have been exposed and could be used in scams. Remind them never to give passwords, banking info, or personal photos in response to messages asking for verification. Follow FTC and student privacy best practices. Designate a point of contact. Communicate clearly, and give people specific steps to take. Don't just send a vague, "we take your security seriously" email. The Canvas breach is a perfect example of how a vendor's cyber incident can suddenly become your problem, even if your own network is locked down. If you're in the Fayetteville region and you want help assessing your exposure or training your staff, reach out through the Greater Fayetteville Chamber or contact Chico Tech directly. If you found this breakdown useful, hit like, subscribe, and share this with at least one parent, teacher, or business owner you know. For ongoing, up-to-date cyber defense tips, follow me at youtube.com/Chico Tech. Stay safe out there. This won't be the last vendor breach we talk about.